Hey. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. How you going? I'm just hiding. I'm just waiting for my game to start. Saturday's been a bit of a slow day for my computer. Here we go. All right. Welcome. Welcome now to the 2nd of January 2021. And welcome to the NidTubers channel. My name is Minty Jones. And we're playing Endless Space 2 today. So let's just pull this up, shall we? Aha, yes. Okay. So, Endless Space 2, a 4X strategy game. I don't know how many of you are into strategy games or 4X ones. Let me just lower my seat a little bit. But I am, and I've played the Endless series of games for a while, including Endless Space and Endless Legend. Endless Legend I really enjoyed. And of course there's Stellaris as well, which I know Anubis likes and he gets into. So thought we'd just have a look at Endless Space 2. I got it in the winter sale in Steam, amongst some other stuff. I was going to play Deus Ex Mankind Divided, is that the right one? But it was a bit of a download, so, and judging by the amount of time it took me to get my stream going, I probably could have downloaded it and played it. But that is where you're going. We did try Endless Space 2 the other day on my channel, but I'd had a couple of beers and Apple popped in, and then it was a bit much. We ended up having a podcast, which is enjoyable. All right, just turning that sound down a little bit. Let me know if the sounds are a bit iffy. I'm still getting used to streaming and my setup and things like that. So yes, Endless Space 2. We're playing the Horatio. Interesting bunch with big egg heads. And we're going to be learning this together. I don't know if any of you have ever played this game before. Because I'm relatively new to it, and it's been a long time since I played Endless Space 1. So I'm not on the beginner mode. I've played plenty of 4X games, but we are on the kind of half beginner mode. Hello, Charlie. Charlie97, thank you. I hope everyone enjoyed his romp into the Star Wars world. Pretty good looking game. All right, so we've got a couple of different things here. Army of Me. The Horatio tend not to dabble in the affairs of others, preferring to keep advancing their cloning and gene splicing technologies. One use for exotic peoples and creatures would be, indeed, to take their best features and integrate them into Horatio's DNA, so that all Horatio may benefit from what this galaxy has to offer. The Streamvesta chain is still going. Yeah, well, we did joke about that last night when I was streaming. Howdy, Charlie. We did joke about that on our stream last night. My blue screen, which could happen at any given point. So if this stream stops unannounced, a blue screen. I'm not just being rude. But that blue screening did help people donate to the cause to get that space engineering community challenge complete last night, so that was a good one, and I think I streamed till about 3 a.m. in the morning, so it was a long one, but we had a great stream, Vesta, great time. Now we have to play some Space Engineers, and I did note that I do actually still have it installed in my computer, much to my chagrin. But anyway, it is what it is. I guess we were always going to have to revisit Space Engineers at some given point, regardless of Mir's PTSD with the game. Let me just grab something. See if this works. Yeah, no, my webcam software is not working. I was going to zoom in a little bit. Maybe I'll bring it back down here again, shall we? Shall we come back down here? I don't know how bright that background is. Soon find out. I could switch my lamp on. That's something I could do. No, that's not bad. That's not too bad. Yeah, I'm sure Armin's done a pretty good job setting something up. Oh, yeah, look, see, now it goes dark. Now it goes dark. I'll put this lamp on. It's the middle of the day in Australia. It is 1:45 p.m. Now there's a nice, slightly red look to my face. Please ignore the fairly average microphone setup here. I need to buy another microphone. My stand, it's broken. Anyway, much like much of my hardware and setup around here. In fact, if you could see the rest of this office, I saw a photo of Anubis's home office setup the other day, and I'm extremely jealous about that. All right, let's have a look at what we've got here. So, what's this? System scan. What's that? Click to toggle the display of various information about this system. Right, that's just putting on and off a pointer to this. So this star is obviously called Airy. Trade efficiency, 1 colonized neighbors, system level 1, 3 system population. So this game works on it's in many ways it can be quite simple. This game, it works with a few different things. We've got food. We've got science, we've got dust, and we've got industry here, and we've got influence as well. 2 textbooks hanging over the end of a desk with a brick to counterbalance it and a microphone perched on the end. I think my first microphone stand was a little bit like that as well. I maybe even, yeah, you construct some crazy things. I think books were involved with that as well. Books are quite handy, not only for reading, but for other things too. Mine was a crappy little plastic mic with a little foamy end. It was terrible. That must have been when I started. I don't know when I was using that. I'm sure I was using this one when I started YouTubing. I can't remember. Things we do. The things we do. Whoa, here we go. All right, so we can have a little look at some of these planets and whatnot. Oh, there's some more. Wow, we can zoom right in. A video camera with an audio out in the PC because it was the best I had. That's fantastic. Very resourceful, Boris. Very resourceful. Well, that's a manly thing for your camera to be pointing at. I hope it was naked. Excuse me, I just finished my coffee. The same blue snowball for a long time, says Icing, but he's gone through numerous headsets. I haven't gone through too many headsets. In fact, I've found in this box beside me, we've all got a box like this, I'm sure. Hey, other Minty, how you doing? Look at this box, it's ridiculous. Yeah, we've all got a box like that in our lives. Yeah. Hey, no, not the insane. Good to see you. Welcome back. But I did find in here my. Oh no, that's not the ones. That's different ones. What ones are these? I'm not sure, but they're all worn out. They're Bonn. Some Bonn headphones. I use Sennheiser headphones. These are wrecked. but the ones before these, I think they were about 20 years old. Black and white spaghetti? It's black and white spaghetti, yeah. The Cohen E7s used to be in a room full until Lyric moved in and declared it unsuitable. Well, yeah, my wife Julia doesn't come down to this room generally. It's half the boxes that we haven't unpacked from moving here, and the rest of it's my studio, or study. At some point, like the brick. What brick? Not the insane. The brick of wires, or my head, which you could call a brick. I'll try and play the brick behind me. Oh, the brick at the yeah. It's a nice look. Yeah, it's a nice house. Brick downstairs, wood upstairs. Yeah. Only problem being down here, it's quite hot, a bit stuffy. But yeah, no, this is a nice house. Not ours. This is a rental for time being. We'll be looking to get our own place in about a year's time. So, comedy club kind of vibe. Yeah. It does have a bit of that kind of feel. I could start a comedy club down here, online, I guess, mixed with rental blinds. Yeah, those vertical white blinds. Lyric hates spaghetti, I guess. I think we all do. It looks like I'm in Minecraft with ray tracing. Yeah, true. It's a bit like that. Yeah, I don't know if I like horizontal Venetians or vertical ones. I don't know. Maybe no blinds. I don't know. I like everyone's evaluation of the studio here, though. That's pretty cool. Now, what was I saying? Oh yeah, we were playing this game. I remember I had talking about wires and cables. I had a bag of wires before I moved here, and I remember looking in it, and it had plugs and everything in it. I just made the decision to just throw the whole thing in the bin. That was hard. I think I kept the most useful, what I thought would be the most useful ones in that box there, and oh, you got some. Oh, they sound like funky window coverings. Not the insane saying they go both ways, the blinds. They go both ways. So you can expose the top, expose the bottom, or expose everything. Stop it. Buy blinds. It's the euphemisms are not getting any better with that. All right, where are we? Planet. We're looking at a planet. Oh, here we go. Let's just collapse that at the moment. So what we've got a colonizable planet. It's toxic, favoured by monsters and hermits. Toxic worlds offer fetid bogs, thick mists, and decent yields of methane gas. Less widely known, however, is their capacity for producing incredible crops of funky yet still edible fungi due to the perfect conditions of moisture and mulch. You can moon or flash people. Alternatively, it's quite nice for the neighbours. Well, that depends. I think my neighbours get an eyeful sometimes because the large back door doesn't have made of glass and it doesn't have any blinds. So, but they I'm sure they love it. Old couple out the back. So we can see each planet has an output of agriculture, and this is the game's currency, and it's called dust. Oh, Sal. Thanks, Sal. You've been going. That was a 7-hour stream I think you were doing. That was a long time. You're a good streamer. You've got all the time in the world, haven't you? Is that right? Yeah. Shout out to Salford Sal. She's been playing Oxygen Not Included. Almost 7.5 hours. Bernie says. Yeah, she is pretty bloody good. We need to set up a shout out. Just an average stream length. Yeah, Sal. Yeah, very good. I'm sure it is. For you, it is actually. You're. Thank you very much. Oh, and Sal, I don't know if you know. How does this compare to Endless Legend? Well, I'm not sure. As I say, I only bought it a few days ago, so Endless Legend I love. So I'm yet to see how this compares with Endless Legend. Of course, I love the science fiction genre, so hopefully this will be a bit better. Good morning, Gary. Morning in your side of the world, I guess. And Sal, if you're still there, I don't know if you know, but we're going to be playing some Space Engineers because we reached a goal in our stream last night. We reached the community challenge to play that Space Engineers that we've been trying to avoid. Get to work. Set up that shout out command already. Be professional, says Bernie to Boris. Gary's a more Stellaris person himself. Yeah, well, that's what I was saying. This game is comparable to Stellaris, which I've also got and played a little bit of. I need to play more of it as well. Bernie mentions it just a little. Yeah, and it was my blue screening computer's fault that did that. And as I've said, for anyone that's watching now, just if my computer blue screens, then this stream will disappear, but I will be back. All right. So Icing's got the servers still, so someone needs to figure out the specifics. Ah, okay. But it's Sal, she's raiding her own channel. It'd be like patting yourself on the back. Like that, wouldn't it? Alright, so where are we? So what we've got 4 planets in this star system here at the moment. We'll come back out here. We've got Aerie 1, 3 and 4. I'm guessing then that was Aerie 2 at one point before it was colonized by Horatio. And there we go, Horatio Prime, who doesn't pat themselves on the back. Well, that's right. Pat in the back, everybody. For StreamVest, this is StreamVest are still going, I'm right in saying? Unbelievable this year. We're going for a record run. Horatio Prime. So it's got the output there. So you can see that we've got a numbered output for our different sources of or resources there, but obviously you don't get that until you colonize the planet either. Horatio Prime is a world that in most other factions would serve as the vacation planet. Dry, warm, breezy and beautiful, it is clear from the extensive endless ruins that more than one spacefaring race has selected it as a preferred destination. Its current infrastructure projects tend to vary with Horatio's tastes. Some buildings blend seamlessly with the landscape, while others are garish and metallic statements of architectural extravagance. This Horatio's a bit full of himself. That's all right. Maximum population is 8 peoples at the moment. And then we've got some modifiers to that as well. So if we zoom further out, we can see we're in a 4-arm spiral galaxy. I think we've got 6 other races playing in this as well, if I'm remembering correctly. I'm so used to the... Well, what happened there? I don't know what I pressed. It was the middle mouse button. Trade scan. Why is Horatio reviewing planets? Because he's got a big head. Have you seen him? Where can I find more Horatio? Clicking the... There you go. See, look at his head. He's got a big egg head. Why wouldn't he review planets? And there he is again. He's loving himself. Army of me. Ensuring a successful graft of foreign genes means collecting all available samples of a species. Put bluntly, it means cutting up everyone from a specific population. Worry not, though, as your beautiful empire will be stronger for it. For each population assimilated, your hunger grows more ravenous, so make sure enough food is available. Once the decision is made to extract a population genes, use the button Splice Genes to start the process. Perfection awaits. So this guy is just wanting to suck in every other race. Don't be naughty. Every other race he can. So we've got our in population here is 2 Horatio. We can favour a population. Interesting. Okay, and we've got some Zavali as well. Curious and technically savvy, the Zavali are self-reliant species who trust in the power of science. Okay. So in the likes of games like this, whoa, the viewer count just jumped up to 27, and now I'm under pressure now. I know. Anyway, for all those that don't know me, that's come from Sal's channel, I am Minty Jones. I haven't been around much, so I've been doing a lot of streaming over these holidays. It's the first chance I've had in a long time, and I must admit, it's a lot of people. It is a lot of people, Gary. But that's all right. That's all right. We can deal. We can deal with this. I don't expect you all to stay around, so don't worry. I won't be disappointed if some of you leave, but I'll be eternally grateful if some of you stay. What we're doing, we're playing Endless Space 2, and we're getting used to it. We're looking at it. There's a lot of information when it comes to 4X games, 4X strategy games. So let's have a look at the Senate screen. We've got a bunch of different screens up here. Quick bar. Eternal is a long time. It is. It is a long time. So Senate screen. So political powers wielded in many ways. The Senate screen is where you can channel this power and implement long-term strategies. Firstly, the Senate breakdown reveals representatives in your state. Every 20 turns, an election will be held, and the makeup of your state may change. Senate may change. Let's go through here. I'm not going to read everything. Victory condition. Yeah, where is the victory condition? Have you spotted that quickly before I have, Gary? Jeez. Oh, did you turn off the turn 100 game over thing? I didn't actually. I didn't look at the settings. I wonder if that's... It's probably not turn offable now. Game... Nah. It's not many. There's not many settings there. Only at game start. That's all right. If I can do as well as I can in 100 turns, it might actually be good. Otherwise, I'll just be playing this game forever and ever. But let's try and at least end our turn 1. That's the first target of this stream. But let's go have a look at the Empire summary. So this shows the colonized planets we have. And we've got 3 other planets there, and I'm guessing curiosity count. I wonder why he's so curious about that. Area 1 and Area 4, there's a curiosity count. There's our approval rating of the people living currently on our home planet. Yeah, turn 1. So there's still time, Gary. We're still going to get something in here. Each empire has got different traits as well, which we can look at, and it gives you different benefits as well to your game. But we'll keep looking at that as we go. As I say, if we look at everything at the start of the game, we'll never get anywhere. So a big part of 4X games is research. This has got 4 categories of research. We've got empire development, we've got military, can we zoom, there we've got economy and trade, and we've got whatever, science, technology, I should say. So they give me a suggested one here, plasma metallurgy. So that grants us interplanetary transport network. So +3 industry per planet's strategic deposits. +1 industry per population in planets. And it gives us Hyperion capture, so resource exploitation. Research is always the area that borrows fails in these kind of games. Well, yeah, I mean, there's a lot to research. Here's the kind of advanced hints and tips I'm playing with here. So, science production must be used to research new technologies to solve problems old and new. Technology tree is split into 4 quadrants, as we've just seen, and each quadrant is split into stages. And you've got to acquire a specific amount of research in each quadrant before you can move to the next stage. Science cost of all technologies automatically increases for each new technology that you research. So the more science resource you have from your planets that are populated, space spears. What are space spears? Love it. I love it. The more science, yeah, the resource you have, the quicker you can research. Oh, space spears. Boris is throwing space spears. Everyone else will be fighting with the sci-fi stuff, and I'll be throwing space spears. Yeah, they actually do sound quite fancy. Literally, the entire game requires you to read things that are on your screen. How could you even play this? Yeah, I guess there's some games are for some, and others are just not. You know, I quite enjoy these games. I probably don't read enough, to be honest, in some of these games, but that's all right. Zoom in. What does that do? All right. Click to toggle between a high-low. Okay. Display unlocks. Display research key. Let's just pick a research. So Empire growth, I've always found is pretty good. Where's this one from though? This is population and trade. Science and population and trade. Okay, interesting. You see, you've got 5 different tiers there. Reading is hard. Yeah, used to be really into these games, but yeah, nowadays it's a fair point, Bernie. Yeah. Well, I don't know. You might get back into them, Boris. You know, swings and roundabouts. Plasma metallurgy. You know, sometimes I hate. Oops, shouldn't have pressed that. I hate going what games tell me to do. I like going for what I want. You know. Xenobiology. What have we got here? Public-private partnerships and colonized tundra. It's fine when you have a Minty to watch, so you can just sit back and let him deal with it. Yeah, that's pretty good with some other games. But please let me know if I'm reading too much. I think I said on my stream when I was playing this before that sometimes I get a bit tired of streams where people just read and read and read. But this game kind of requires it, and I don't think we don't have many games like this playing on the NidTubers channel, so a little bit of variety doesn't go amiss. Rare earth foams. Scarce and difficult to manipulate, rare earth metals are nevertheless critical to many advanced technologies. The ability to create viable metallic foams. It sounds like something you'd be into, Boris. Alright, it's an inside joke. Sal's happy with the reading? Well, that's good. That's good. And Anubis says, well, if you always do the opposite of what they tell you, you are really doing your own thing. Only if it's in a can. Yep. Foam in a can. Metallic foam in a can. But no, you're right, Anubis. It's like Candy Crush Saga, if for want of a better game. They always flash. No, I don't even know what I'm talking about. I've never heard of Candy Crush Saga. I've never played that game. So conformist that he is conformed again. I'm not a conformist. I learned that from a young age. What are these little buttons? Common curiosities. What's that? What are these little things? If I... Oh. I don't know what... I don't quite know what those little things are. How do I go back up? How do I go back up? Oh, there. Just click and drag. That'd be good. It's a good idea. Yeah, I don't know. So, common curiosities. I might, if I press on that, it keeps bringing me back to this, I think. Be the first. Ah, so this is the challenges and objectives. I see. I see. If we hover over that, deeds to do. Maybe these are things we've already have. I'm not quite sure. I'll have to have a look at that. Your mum plays. Sal says her mum plays Candy Crush, and her auntie Linda. Yeah, I introduced my wife to Candy Crush last February when we were on a trip to Scotland. She's got a little bit of an addictive personality. She's on level 2,800 something now. But that's all right. I don't judge her. She's a beautiful woman, and yet she's a bit of a nerd as well. So that's the best of both worlds as far as I'm concerned. And now I've just bought my gamepad. I'm going to get her into playing a couple of multiplayer games with me on the computer. So Boris says, if you're talking in real numbers, your mum and aunt are the real gamers, and we're the odd ones out. Well, that's true. Candy Crush Saga is built to be addictive. I've wanted to start a documentary of Candy Crush Saga and film my wife in it because it can really get her goat, grind her gears, as some might say, and it's pretty funny. I can laugh at her and she laughs at herself, but yeah. Then it starts you. Yep. It starts Candy Crush, and then it's Stardew Valley, and then it's hardcore gaming. Gateway. It's a gateway game. It is. I mean, I'm on level 900 and something in Candy Crush. I haven't played it for a while actually. I've been playing a little Pokemon Go. My wife actually plays Pokemon Go too. She'd die if she knew I was telling you this stuff. But we're all nerds around here, so that's all right. Look at this stuff. Eukaryotic sap. More stuff that sounds like Boris would be into, marketing. But what are we going to choose? Empire development. What we got? Planetary landscaping. Now, this looks like we already have this. Yeah, so obviously our race has this as a start. Ah, there you go. This technology is specific to the Horatio affinity, so that's start. It's an old lady game. Don't say that, Sal. It's not an old lady game. No, it's not gender specific, nor is it age biased. Anyone can play Candy Crush. Don't even look. It's like, do you know Bejeweled, Anubis? That's what it's like. No, it's the match 3 game. It's a match 3 game, but it's actually pretty well done. And they keep making levels. There's over anyone can play, even old ladies. There's over 7,000 levels in it, and they just keep making more, so no one can ever finish it. Is it a game where you were a giant and stomp on candy? Kinda. Alright, Endless Research Park and Endless World. Look at that. So you can build wonders. If it's anything like Endless Legend, you can build wonders in this game as well. And if you're the first race to build a wonder, then the other races don't get it, and you get benefits from that wonder. Oh, this is just a legend. It's a legend. Endless legend to this screen. Locked, failed, available. Available is just flashing, I guess. I am going to go with... Oh, we've also got that one. Researched already. Yeah, the same audience. Boris is saying he should make that game with giant stomps and candy. That'd be interesting. The same audience as Farmville. Yeah, it is the same audience as Farmville. Very casual, handheld gamers. Yeah, Charlie, that's fine. On your way, you've been streaming for quite a while. You're probably tired. And play some FTD. What's FTD again? N-Wave fusion, ubiquitous surveillance. It's military. I'm not going to start building up my military yet. What did the plasma metallurgy do again? From the depths. Oh yeah. Yep. Long extinct species, bring them back to life and then make a theme park for everybody. Guarantee success, nothing could go wrong. Anubis? You've got some good suggestions going on there, haven't you? You're not tired yet? Well, that's good, Charlie. Yeah, we watched a little bit of Icing play From the Depths on stream last night. He said it was a less complex Space Engineers, but from what I looked at, I don't know if it was any less complex, to be absolutely honest. I am going to... Yeah, because there was a mention of food here. Them needing food if we're going to be sucking in different species. So I think I might invest in this planetary landscaping. A tent pole description of a range of horticultural technologies. Tent pole description? Yeah, he needs it, Charlie. He needs a little bit of a lesson. I'm only kidding. He knows 1,000 things more than I did. No. That's what he thinks. I'll be interested to see how you go. Are you both going to build something and then fight it to the death? All right. Germline manipulation, programmed seed dispersal, and artificial pheromone manufacture are the basis of an incredible tech that can transform whole continents. So what do we got? It costs 131 science. I'm going to science the shit out of this per turn. And it's the political impacts for ecologists. What does it give us? Intensive cultivation, so plus 25 food per system level, plus 3 food on original empire population. Okay, can only be built once per empire. Sustainable farms. There we go. We get more food on cold or hot systems and extra food per planet. We get. The stream never wants to work for you, Icing? Are you having issues with the stream? There's always issues with the stream somewhere. I was having issues with my audio earlier today, and then the game wouldn't start. But we're here now. So let's click on that, and that's now in the research queue. You can see here that's going to take 7 turns to research with our current amount of resource that we're making in science. Alt plus F4. Anubis has got such great suggestions. Alt F4, Icing. So somewhere we can look at our production of, and here's our announcements list here as well. Playing with new content. There can only be one beautiful one. Look at him. That sexy outfit he's got on, gold and black and gold. It's always pretty good. All right, we've read that one. That's fine. New luxury resource discovered. Red Sang. The economy screen to manage system development upgrades. Let's have a quick look at the economy screen then. Mastering the economy screen will be the key to making you rich. Here you'll manage your trade companies, get access to the marketplace, and elaborate your system developments once you've researched the right technologies. Hover over each screen section to know exactly which technologies are required. Note that this screen is accessible using the F3 shortcut. I'll get the shortcuts eventually. So there's no marketplace yet because we haven't researched the technology that we need. And we don't have any trade routes, so this economy screen at the moment is of no use to us. So we'll shut that one down. Another new luxury resource, Eden Incense. Interesting. So we've got Eden Incense. There we go. If we hover over it, tells us where it is. So Red Sang. Let's have a look at what Red Sang. I wonder why I sang. Red Sang. This is a red spice derived from a lichen that thrives in coral reefs but can be found anywhere there are traces of water. It is prized for its strong, spicy flavour as well as its notable effects on biological health and longevity. I love the graphics in this game. That's another thing with the Endless games. They just look beautiful. Stellaris as well, don't get me wrong, but there's this... Endless games have got this kind of... this theme to them. They're very nice. So the effects within the system development upgrade, plus 60 food on system. Okay. So what does so we're done with that one. What's this resource? Eden Incense. An exceedingly agreeable aroma wafts from this orange-pink plant when it is burned. Sought after for its potent effects on intellectual creativity, it is valuable as a resource on 4 trade. It's pot, isn't it? It's pot. Endless games have an awesome UI scheme too. Yeah, I reckon so as well, Gary. They're so clean looking. They're just really clean looking. Determines whether this type of notification pops up automatically when it occurs or stays minimized in the list on the right. Okay, so we can control the notifications and how they pop up and what they do and all the rest of it. So what did this do for us? Plus 30 influence on a system. And influence is used politically in this. Can it? Right click? Wow, that's cool. That's just like elite. That's really cool. Thanks for that. And we've got a new hero. So here's a new hero. Gosh, he looks like Horatio, doesn't he? What a surprise. Farella EM8 Mario 22. Catchy name. Easy. Yeah, anytime. I'll take as many hints and tips as I can, Gary. So what we can do, we can use this hero in different ways. Heroes can be used in planets, within cities and planets, as a governor or whatever. I'm guessing in here it's more planets and cities, and endless legend. It's the cities. This is a bit of a bigger scope in space. So, or we can use them on ships as well as captains of ships, and they'll grant different things, and they all have different traits which will make them better or worse at doing these jobs. So this hero here is an overseer. So here, let's have a look at the tip, shall we? Behind every great civilization lies great leaders. In your empire, the most important of these are your academy heroes, dust-enhanced individuals from across the galaxy who can change the course of history. Trained at the fabled academy, heroes come in 4 classes: guardians, seekers, overseers, and counselors. So this guy is of the overseer class. So we'll go from top to bottom here. Level of the hero, obviously. He's the acting senator of this political party within the Senate. He is, his affinity with Horatio. He's an overseer. Focuses on system-wide resources and fleet development. The overseership is more oriented towards support and defense, ready to draw fire or provide defense bonuses. And he is in the ecologists' political party. These guys respect the environment as it is rather than changing it to suit their needs. It is important. So it's respecting the environment as it is rather than changing it to suit their needs is important to ecologists. It's a strange sentence. They are less convinced than others that factories and research labs are the answers to problems. Sometimes the answer is to do less with a lower impact rather than more. Less is more. That's right. I've got a little moustache here tickling my nose. I'm gonna have a little hydrate. Doomed. I'm not doomed. We can deal with this. So building, supported by building food generating constructions, building now what's that thumbs up again difference from the can't remember what that's called. Assigning ecologist heroes to systems or fleets, diversity, blah, blah, blah. Alright. Well, he's got no assignment at the moment, so we're going to assign him. Will we assign him to the fleet or a system? Let's assign him to the system, I think, first. And we'll assign him to our starting colony, Erie. Hero costs dusts only when they are assigned. So he costs 2 dust a turn, I think. And he is on Erie here. You can inspect him. You can have a little bit more a closer look at him. And he's got his skills as well. Skill tree, which is pretty cool. And the ship design of their personal craft. That's cool. That's pretty cool. That's a wild looking ship. Whoa! Wild looking ship there. Pretty cool. We won't worry too much about this yet. You've got to spend dust to upgrade their ship. But since I've got him, I like that, soup up my space ride. Since I've got him already